All right.
Press check
Episode
on
5.
Prune Juice.
First guess. Kayla
Hey
and Danielle.
everyone.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
ruined it already.
What do you mean ruined it? This is perfect.
Line, please.
If you've watched
Why?
any of the other ones, you haven't
Yeah.
ruined it. They're
No,
so
no, no.
awkward to
A
start.
lot,
Killing
honestly,
it.
a lot of them, like I leave in the weird shit at the beginning because I think it's
Yeah.
funny, and also I'm lazy to edit
Never
them.
know how to
Oh,
start
honey,
these.
this ain't
Um,
weird yet.
We do edit them, or we do start them the same way every time, which is a would you rather.
Yeah, the Would You Rather was stumping me a little bit.
This
I
one?
forget what it was,
Yeah.
and I like to be surprised.
It's great.
So.
It
Oh,
is.
perfect. I don't even know what it is, actually. No.
It is. Would you rather watch your current favorite movie for the rest of your life, or your current favorite song? And it's so whenever you watch like any kind of television or video, it's gonna be your favorite movie. It's just that's what it is. And whenever you hear any music, it's your favorite song for the rest of your life.
Movie.
Movie?
I think so, yeah.
Why movie?
It's longer. If I want to be entertained.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
And
like,
there's
there's
music in it.
a visual and
That's
an
true. There's music in it.
Oh, wait, no,
audio
you watch-
aspect to
listen
it
to
too.
music.
Yeah. And then you get a bit of music through the movie, like,
Yeah.
the soundtrack.
Well, no, you get all the music.
You get
anyway.
all the music.
Yeah. If you pick movie, you get all the music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
So you could, if you pick movie, you don't need to worry about the music in the movie.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Yeah.
can pick
You
anything
just
you
never
want.
get to see a new movie
Yeah.
again. Ever.
Right. Okay.
You,
Yeah.
is that it? You only can watch
Yeah.
one movie for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
I mean, I
really weird,
do
too, 'cause
love
if you
Beverly
go to-
Hills Chihuahua, so
If you go to like theaters,
the answer is pretty easy. for me.
everyone's gonna be watching a different movie, and you're just gonna be like, "Fuck, it's this movie again." It's very strange. Is everyone going movie?
I think we're all going movie. I think it's a pretty obvious one.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
It has music in it.
I think a
it's
lot
longer.
of DJs would pick. Oh wait, no, yeah.
No, they
No,
would.
you don't
The
get to
opposite of
remix
that.
it. You have to
Yeah.
listen
Yeah.
to the
Okay,
same
obviously
song
we're all
over and
DJs.
over.
Oh, no, I was
so
gonna-
obviously
oh,
we're
yeah, I
all picking
forgot.
music.
Beat matching with the same song.
I would
for
go favorite
fucking-
song then, 100%.
Why?
Because I write stories,
Yeah.
and watching movies gives me ideas for stories. So I need that like difference in stories. I can't watch only one story for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
need that
a
variance.
I'm a binge listener when it comes to music. I mean, maybe not just one song
Yeah.
for the rest of my life, but I would be okay if I only had to hear.
What's the
one.
song?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It changes up, but
What
like,
would your song be then?
I think something from Post Malone. It's my
so
current
sad.
favorite song. I would think
What is
so.
it?
Ian, 95 years old, still just
I think
rocking
it's-
that white eyes.
I think it's "I Fall Apart" from Post Malone.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Bold choice.
I have
I
the
think
heart-
I'd stick with
I just
movie.
realized I have the
Firm but
hardest
fair.
podcast position because I got to turn my head the whole time.
For you. Hey, we have massage coupons you can use after. So.
yeah,
Nice.
definitely.
Yeah.
If you
What would
get
your
or not.
what would your song
Amazing.
be, Tyler?
I don't know actually.
Because I thought the
One?
Would You Rather was your current favorite song or
Current.
favorite movie.
That's my
Yeah.
current favorite song.
Yeah.
I want to decide this after the Kanye album gets released on Friday.
Okay.
What's your current favorite movie then that you picked that you have to watch for the rest of your life? 'Cause I guess it doesn't matter because mine's the current favorite song, but yours is our movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm arrogantly in the middle.
Oh.
I would say
Oh.
my current favorite
Shout out
movie
to
is
Arrogantly in the Middle.
Midsommar for sure.
I haven't seen it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yes.
just watched that. You liked
so
it?
good. I loved it.
I didn't like it.
I heard we also have a differing
Yeah.
of opinions on another movie we both just watched.
Joker.
Yeah.
That's where I got my
Ooh,
opinion
interesting.
from. That's where I got my opinion from when I said I've heard
Oh,
it's
nice.
pretty bad. Because I
Oh,
trust
really?
Danielle's opinion on
Oh,
on
okay.
movies.
I
Well,
know,
we could
same.
talk
I was
about that
conflicted
because
because I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
trust her with my life.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Midsommar wasn't bad. I just it just
just
got
wasn't
a little
Joker.
yeah,
No
it
It
wasn't
wasn't
Joker.
good.
But it towards the ends I was just kind of getting a little over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like I felt like I was dragging a little bit. I just want
I
to know
saw,
what's
the
going on.
Rebuttal?
I saw the director's cut, which was an extra 30 minutes.
Right.
And
Rough.
I was
You wanna
like,
talk
I
about
want
Dragon?
more, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, you really liked it, eh?
Yeah, I did.
Was yours
Yeah.
a director's cut?
No. I don't
Where'd you
think
see it?
so. At home.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I just rented
Illegally?
Okay, well, what was
it.
your...
No, I rented. I paid for it. Support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
What? Hold on, actually, who made this movie? Is the guy who made
Ari
Hereditary?
Aster.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ari
I
Aster.
like that movie a lot. Did you like that
Fantastic
one?
movie.
Yeah, I really like that one.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Okay,
can you
fair enough.
like scary movies and also be afraid of the dark?
That's why I like scary
That
movies.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's too much.
Hot
too
Palestine.
much.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yep.
Kaylin, what were you going to say?
I just want to know why you love Joker and why
Yeah.
you didn't
Oh, I
love
guess we
Joker.
can
Hot.
talk about this now.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
talk about
Might
it.
as well.
Yeah. Sure. Maybe give your take. You're
Okay,
probably
so I would say entertainment value wise, I
Right.
loved it.
right.
it was very entertaining. But I thought that the director, whose name that I can't recall right now, was trying to make a comment about like current socio-political climate, but he didn't really like
Hit it.
Yeah, he didn't really hit it. I thought.
Kinda
I
missed
thought
the
that it
mark.
was. There was no like content behind. I don't know the message he was trying to send.
Sure. I actually heard. So the one scene in the movie I actually really didn't like, and we probably agree on this, is what it all built up to was the interview on the talk show.
Yeah.
I really didn't like that. I
At
thought
the-
that was a
at
really
the
big
end, you mean?
letdown. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
huge letdown.
Yeah,
And I read somewhere
it seems
that
kind of like a cheap like.
yeah.
I don't know.
It felt weird, the emotion. Like, so I read this thing that Joaquin
Spoiler
was
alert.
saying.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah,
now that I know there's an interview.
But I
It's
read
not very
somewhere,
good.
or I heard
That's all I
somewhere
know.
that Joaquin said that they filmed that last part like a bunch of times, and he hated the one they picked because they did a bunch of different emotions.
They did a bunch of different takes.
and he didn't like the one that was in the movie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to know what the one he did like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Or it's
I mean,
a convenient excuse.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
maybe.
I like Tyler's positioning, so I'm trying to match it.
Fair enough.
I was
No,
like,
I
he
mean,
looks really
actually,
comfortable.
I don't know. I don't
Sorry
know how
about
much.
these.
We might actually agree more than we disagree.
Yeah,
I was
true.
very
Debate
entertained by
sides
the
now.
movie,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
why
right.
Debate
I
sides.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Fuck that interview.
I'm not huge into politics and
I
movies
loved
anyway,
it.
so I don't even.
You're not huge
Care?
into
Yeah.
politics?
No, politics and movies.
Oh, politics and movies.
Yeah. I
You're
I
like,
need
watch it for
to. I need to
entertainment
remind
value.
myself that it's also a comic book movie too.
right.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like he was
But it's
trying to play
be
it like
so
a
much
taxi
more.
driver.
Yeah, it's trying to
or
be so much
like-
more. So
Yeah.
you're allowed to
He was.
judge it on
Yeah.
Or
what they're
what
trying
else
to do.
is it compared to? King of Comedy.
that he compared it to that, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
well, I had a theory because before the movie was ever out, I had heard it was like Kings of Comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
And in Kings of Comedy, it's like a crazy guy who is not the Joker, but he's trying to be a comedian. And he's
Right.
trying to, so he takes the talk show host hostage, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so I thought maybe it was like a guy pretending to be the Joker, but not actually an origin story.
Oh no, it's definitely an origin story.
But I made that up without ever reading anything about it. So
Fair. No, it's definitely an origin.
I was like,
Like
I'm just going
how-
to throw out this idea.
Spoiler
Spoiler alert,
inform
but
all
it's
of
definitely
mine.
an
Yeah,
origin
yeah,
story.
Uninformed.
Totally uninformed and
Yeah, yeah.
unsolicited also.
Yeah. Hey, whoever's listening's here, so
Yeah.
they're soliciting. They're soliciting.
Moral of the story, I think we probably agree more
Yeah,
than we actually
you're right.
disagree on this.
I know her.
Right.
She was going so hard, and then when he got here, she's weakened her opinion a little bit.
No, I think that like we agreed both that it had good entertainment.
I
entertainment
really
value there,
wanted to
yeah.
watch it to the end. I was
Yeah.
very fascinated with what they were doing with
You
it.
wanted to watch it to the end?
Well,
That's like the weakest review.
well, this is why I don't review
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
But
decided to
I
just
stayed
meant-
the entire
I just
time.
meant as in I was entertained throughout the movie. I don't
Yeah.
speak well.
I was
You guys will notice.
entertained as well. Yeah.
Neither do I. I don't know why we have a podcast. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, well, we'll move on from the Joker then.
yeah. So you guys want to do a podcast? Is this a
Oh, that's
trial
right,
run?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about it for a while. Yeah.
We want to do a lot of things,
Yeah.
so we're just trying to tick them off.
Come a little closer to it, or at least bring it to you. Yeah.
Tick them off one at a time, so we can do things
There you go.
Yeah.
I can
well
do it.
and give attention to.
If you guys were to do a podcast, what would it be on? What would you guys talk about?
I think it would be conversational
Yeah.
for sure.
It would
I
have
always
to
thought-
be because it's a podcast.
Well, no, but I mean in terms of like we
Interpretive
would be,
dance,
like,
a lot of that.
we
would
would
be
be doing
great,
anything
yeah.
like non-fiction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
and
I don't
then,
know.
and in the
Yeah.
15-minute intermission for interpretive
As
dance.
much as I would love to investigate murders, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, you guys could
you
have
know.
a segment where you just talk about
True.
That's
murders.
true.
Yeah.
That'd be
I'd love to
interesting,
have
actually.
guests too, or like call-ins,
yeah.
like interpret people's dreams, like
Yeah.
horoscope shit.
Yeah,
like
call-ins
just,
would be
Ooh.
good. We
An
haven't thought about
advice-
call-ins.
An advice
No.
podcast.
You should have
maybe?
call in.
Quits.
Yeah, Colin calls and
Call
quits.
Colin calls and quits. Yeah.
He
That
calls
could be
and
its
quits the
own show.
podcast
Yeah.
every time. Shout out Colin.
Shout out Colin.
Also, Danielle is an incredible. I don't know if I should say this publicly,
Yeah.
but she's an incredible private eye. So
Oh. Are you?
it would be
Un-
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Untrained. Well, self-trained.
Self-trained, yeah, very
Private
trained,
eye.
self-trained. So it would be kind of cool
Unsolicited.
Yeah.
to.
Unsolicited.
So it would be cool to get into some like
Some people
expose.
call me a stalker.
Yeah,
but
you just show up at murders and you're like, oh, what's going on here?
I get paid
Untrained,
to stalk, that's not
unsolicited.
bad.
Yeah, it'd be cool to get into some sort of
Unwanted.
like expose kind
Yeah.
of shit. You know what I
Right.
mean?
totally
Like
some
we're
Dateline shit.
Yeah.
You show up
yeah.
at doors with notes on people and they're like, I didn't
Oh
And
yeah.
you're like, oh, yeah, I've been stalking your husband for a week.
And now you're on our podcast. Yeah.
I'm here to invite you
I'm
to
just
our
practicing.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing the work before you asked for it.
Yeah.
And here's your invoice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the name of you guys' company again?
Lawless Vintage.
Oh, we want to give it a shout out.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
To
Shout
ourselves.
out to
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah. Tell us about
We
it.
could give a shout out to like Mecca. Mecca's a friend of ours that works with us a lot.
Yeah, she's
And
an
helps
amazing
us out a
stylist
ton.
and model and
Cool.
creative
Yeah.
director and all the things.
Yeah.
And shout out to Hideout.
Hideout Distro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Tori.
also have my book there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hideout.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Bamboo and Riley Theme that are bringing more vintage into this
Nice.
world. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
More,
Shout
say
out-
more people so we can keep tagging people.
Shout out to
Yes.
the whales.
Yeah. Tyler's eyes lit up like he saw gold.
When you said
Yes.
whales.
Just like, the whales. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out the whales. Sperm
It's
whales.
a cause we can all get
Always
behind.
trying to
Yeah.
save them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
I think there's a lot of value in doing a podcast though. A lot of value. Especially because I'm not a great speaker either.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you got to learn how to like enunciate, and which I haven't learned yet. But you got to learn how to like talk on your feet or think on your feet. And I was telling you before, I forget words all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like being interviewed in a way. Kind like I don't know.
Yeah. I think
awkward.
I'm set up to
Yeah.
to be a horrible podcast host because I
Yeah.
cough a lot. I clear my throat all the time. I mumble. But we're gonna make it work.
You've
We're
been
gonna
doing
make it
great
work.
so far
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have.
Until now.
Yeah.
I watch so many of my videos though, and I just like move around so much, just like
That's what you
I gotta
always do.
figure out. It's like I'm perpetually searching for comfort.
I
I've
think if
noticed
you
I've been
point
talking
it
with my
out
hands a
more,
lot.
then it'll.
You are?
Annoyed by, yeah, that's what I noticed with those videos. I talk with my hands. I do this
Really?
a lot, and I'm annoyed by it. I'm trying so
Yeah, you
hard.
get
not to
Very
annoyed.
do it.
Italian.
You start to get when you do a podcast, you start to get annoyed by all the weird things you do.
Yeah.
You're just like, fuck, that's weird. Why am I doing that?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
when
it's
we're in our first episode, we just were like, yeah, you just start going like this. You're like, oh fuck.
to do with my hands.
What
Yeah,
to do with
what
my
am I
hands?
doing?
Yeah.
Do my hands look small?
Yeah, and I think it's good because you also we were saying in our last podcast, I was getting a lot of anxiety about the podcast because we were like worried about getting canceled. But it's like a fear
By
for
who?
anybody
From
watched?
your
Yeah.
non-existent network.
Who
Yeah.
cancels
She
you?
Got-
gets it before
Yeah, she got it before.
Yeah.
Because
Public
I went to
access
it's so silly.
Free airwaves. You know?
Yeah.
Like if you guys were doing a podcast, would you worry about like, well, I might say the wrong thing?
No.
That's what we worry about. But we say like hot topics.
I should be worried about the opposite. Like I'm not worried about saying the wrong thing.
So you're worried like
Yeah.
you're gonna say like nothing. You're gonna be boring.
No,
what
I'm
would
worried.
what would scare you about doing a podcast?
Oh God. I mean, I don't know.
The
Saying-
mic cutting
saying
out or
something
the editing
ill-informed
process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the
Oh yeah, I
air,
guess that
I
too.
guess.
Well, that's gonna happen for sure.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah, probably
I should just
a couple times already.
Couple?
face that head on.
That's what our show should
Yeah.
be called.
We're gonna
Yeah.
fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said
Can
we're
we swear on here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
swear on here?
an alternate name we're gonna do is mediocre takes with Tyler and Ian.
We're still workshopping.
Yeah, yeah. We changed our name the first episode. in the
I think you
middle
should
of it.
change every episode.
What was the original name?
Two sinking ships.
Right.
That's
Okay.
where
Right,
we're
yeah.
And then you
idiots.
guys didn't. I mean, you stayed floating, right, or something? Is that?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
So far. The cancel's coming.
Nobody's canceled us.
The cancel's coming. But it is weird because, yeah, I was saying, like, if you're famous, then there's enough people that you might get canceled, but you're famous. So
who
before
cares?
you're famous, why are you worried about it?
But I mean, really, like, what is getting canceled? Like when the internet shuts
Yeah,
down?
yeah.
Like you can't really get canceled
Yeah.
on the internet. You just
No.
find another.
Yeah,
It's just
and-
people mad at you. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
reported on SoundCloud or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's reports on SoundCloud.
I don't know.
I don't want to
maybe
get canceled on SoundCloud.
No.
You could be the first one. So.
Yeah.
My rap career though might take off, and I'm canceled before it started.
True. Could
Oh.
propel you. Yeah.
I do like because
Everyone loves a bad boy.
once Trump got elected, I stopped looking at politics or like really going outside of my like writing sphere or like marketing sphere, and it's kind of like made me go back in there
Yeah.
and start thinking about these things again,
Mhm.
which is good and bad because it's also like it stresses you out a little bit.
Yeah, it sucks
Thinking about
'cause
the world.
We want to just talk about something, anything, but everything's politics now, so it's like hard
Yeah.
to avoid it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just shifts
Yeah.
naturally in that direction.
Yeah.
We're just gonna start talking about politics, gender, women. What's your take on women?
Caitlin and I were floating earlier just as a gender pronoun, just
Yeah.
it for everybody. Just see how that
Just
goes.
it.
It.
Yeah.
Just go it.
It.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody,
Solved.
like it just like clear slate.
Yeah.
We're all it's.
It's so funny
You're
when
an
people
it?
call babies that. Like, oh, it's so cute. And you're like,
Is
I
it
mean,
because
yeah.
they don't know what
I don't know.
What
They're just
sex it is?
No,
they're
I say
just,
it.
The babies?
Yeah.
To your baby?
No, not to mine.
Your ex-baby?
No, not to
What
mine.
age is-
But I say it to other babies. Yeah.
What age are children no longer babies?
Like they're no longer its.
When they can
Yeah.
start talking, maybe.
Can you still abort an it?
Not in the clinical
Trying
sense.
to get us in trouble.
Yeah.
You feel like you should be able to.
But you
Admit.
could leave it somewhere and not go back, I guess.
Yeah.
If you really
Exactly.
wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
hard.
You're not leaving her somewhere, but you're
Street
definitely you
abortions,
could
they
leave
call
it
'em.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
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 As long as you don't, as long as you call it it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
feel like
doesn't
when
matter.
people get older, they don't start thinking about things anymore. They just stop. And I've noticed that in like last 5 years. When I said I stopped with Trump,
What do you mean thinking about things?
like
Like,
you just
at
go
what
like I just
age
go
is-
to work and then I just
What
go
age is
home.
too old? Stop thinking about things.
Which what age is too
Yeah,
old?
when you consider yourself, you get older, and then you would stop thinking about.
It seems
things.
like a 30ish.
Yeah.
I mean, things is just as broad as it. So, like,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
mean? What kind of what?
Well,
let's-
like world stuff, politics,
Yeah.
oh, world stuff. Okay.
women,
Yeah.
abortions, it's you know,
Transgender athletes.
men stuff.
I mean, you mean thinking about
Oh,
it to
right,
the point
okay.
where it's like keeping you up at night and you're losing hair about it, or
I don't know.
I feel like I go through waves in my
Yeah.
life of like totally being ignorant to what's going on, and then all of a sudden I'll like hit this crescendo of being like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
Yeah. You like reappear and everything's changed.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
what
I'm
the
back and madder than ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Yeah, I go
acid.
through that.
I'm
I
pretty
catch
sure.
a clip of a Bikini Kill song and I'm like, holy fuck, I forgot how angry
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like in like my mid 20s, but maybe it's just like ignorance, and now you get a little older. But in my like mid or early 20s, I had an opinion on like everything.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
you're-
you can
Yeah,
have an
that's also
opinion
just
on
being
something and
adolescent.
not
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
loud about it. I think
Yeah.
in your adolescence, it's easier to be louder about
Yeah.
things and think that
Yeah.
that is a way to
Yeah, yeah.
contribute. And now maybe you're just washing your recycling better, and you know what I mean, like affect like.
Washing your
Well, no, I
recycling.
mean,
That's
I mean, like,
something I should be
okay,
doing.
so like, no, I'm
Always
just
knocked
saying,
out of the
like,
park
in your
with age.
20s, you're out there strapped to a tree, and you're like,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
save the whales, here
Yeah,
we go.
yeah,
And in
yeah.
your 30s, maybe you're like, you know what, I know how I'm going to save the whales. I'm going to actually save them by, I don't know, this
Well,
is a
that's
dumb
what it-
ananalogy, but you know what I mean? Like, maybe
Yeah.
you're
No,
just
that's
like making
exactly it.
making
Yeah,
a
yeah.
quieter but more effective.
When you're
impact.
young,
Because-
you
because
think you know
louder.
everything, and then as you get older, you
Yeah.
realize you don't know fucking anything.
Yeah, yeah, it's Dunning
Yeah,
Kruger.
there's that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Dunning Kruger.
And you also realize that the world is ending, and you know,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think
Jesus
Life's a
coming
bitch and
back
then you
in
die,
2
right?
years.
Yeah.
I think you also just get focused on something.
yeah,
Like you
you have more to worry about when you're older
Family,
too.
Yeah.
Like in your personal
Yeah.
life, you have more responsibility and stuff
Yeah.
that you need to.
And it is more responsibility, I think, when you're older, if you are going to take on a cause. Like you're not going to do something half-assed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
maybe when
exactly.
you're younger, you're half-assing everything. I know I was, you know what I mean? And then when you start to pick
100.
when you start picking things that really do require your attention, you're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, like if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
you
yeah.
shy
Right.
away from the multitude of things, and then you're just
Yeah.
narrowing it in, right?
yeah.
Just really washing that recycling. Really giving it a good rinse. I don't know.
Yeah, 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh man, I
4 a.m. my time to shine.
I think
Here
when
we
I was
go,
like 20,
baby.
I would just spend like 5 hours YouTubing. Not 20, I don't think.
That seems
Yeah,
like a lot.
2006.
Okay.
I think that's YouTube.
I think we're saying like 20s is like 3 years ago and 30s is now, and it's all really just 30s.
Yeah.
But
It's all just 30s. I remember
Well.
a time when I was 20. Facts.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Yeah, it was a 10-year period.
There's pictures to prove it.
yeah. I think
I
I,
don't
was
remember
there.
them, but
Yeah, yeah.
pictures.
You had a
Yeah.
lot of hair.
Lot of hair.
I had a lot
Still
more
do.
hair. I had more hair. A little
We all
more
did.
hair. Yeah.
We all did.
Those were the times.
Yeah.
Those were the
the
times.
good days.
When
I had
you-
more too.
When you see someone, do you
Yeah.
look at their hairline first? Or did you go through a period where you did that?
Mm.
When you were losing your hair?
No, I probably just was always
Every
constantly
single-
worried about mine.
I think every single viewer also just looked at your head when I said that. Like,
Yeah,
"Hey, he's
for
bald.
sure.
He is bald. That's true."
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did. I think
No,
I
you
was probably
didn't?
worried about mine. Yeah, I don't remember.
That's what. But I'm worried about mine. That's why I'm looking at guys' hair. I'm like, oh, he's going bald. That's good. That's good. More people.
Oh,
I feel
no,
like-
you're trying to drag everybody.
Yeah,
else
you're trying to
down.
drag
I see.
everybody
10
down.
hairs
I see.
fall out every time you worry about it. Maybe.
It's true. Every time you step on a crack.
Yeah.
Really?
And definitely 30 hairs fall out
I'm
every
already
time
scared of
you
the dark, you guys. I can't,
look
can't
at
add
someone
more
else's.
fears. What do you guys, from a girl's perspective, what do you think of bald men? Or balding men.
Ooh. Yeah, but
Don't really think about it, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pretend I'm not here.
I dated a dude
And then give this
that
opinion.
started losing his hair when he was 18.
It's Joker all over again.
And
I
he was
love it.
really self-conscious about it, but
Yeah.
I would like never, I was like, I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, we overthink it for sure.
That's all we got. We
But
don't got- we
it's
don't
the
got
worst
makeup.
when you're thinking about it all the time. You might be
Women
going through
have
it right
a
now.
lot
It's-
more like things to work with, like
Yeah.
makeup and all that
Right.
kind of stuff. I guess.
Yeah, your
if
hair
that
goes
makes
and you're
sense.
like-
aesthetically speaking, like yeah.
You're like, and that's just what you look like every day when you shave
Yeah.
your head. You're like, that's just
Oh, but it
Can't
was
change anything up.
it was so nice to not worry about it anymore.
yeah.
You should do one of those time lapse videos where you take a picture of yourself every day, but nothing ever changes.
I think it's working.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
working.
I mean, I guess if you do it long enough, you'll change. I've seen those like 15-year ones. They look pretty cool.
Seems like so
Well,
much
you're
work.
trying to say that someone changed over 15
years.
years?
Yeah, it's not all 30s.
Holy.
Yeah.
Not all
Yeah.
30s.
At some point, it doesn't say 30s.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Once I
started
hit
losing-
35,
lied
I'm
to you.
basically in my 40s.
I
so
started losing my
can't
hair
do-
like
yeah.
7 years ago. Like,
What's that?
Because it
Is
used
it-
to be so thick.
Is there going to be a point where you're going to give up? Because right now you're taking a lot of shit, right?
Oh, so much.
It's
So
the
much.
worst, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean taking
Yeah,
a lot
what's
of
your
shit
regime?
from people?
I have virgin
What do you-
spit on my head.
Oh, you mean for your hair?
Yeah.
I see.
We're going to
Vitamin
cut to
E?
a segment called Cooney's Regime.
Yeah. It's
What do you
pretty
got?
good.
Stem cells or?
I do. There's a
Yeah.
Rogaine, which is not associated with Joe Rogan. Just so you guys
Yeah, we
know.
knew that.
Is
I did
Rogaine a
figured. I
hair
did
growth?
not.
That'd be bad advertising.
I thought for like 10 years it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah, his hairline is not.
I did. I thought
The kind of shit
forever.
is going to get this canceled.
Is he like
Yeah.
smoking
Joe
DMT or
Rogan's going
something?
to cancel
Oh
us.
yeah, he loves DMT.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so it's a topical applicant. Minoxidil
Right.
is the
Sorry,
off-brand. Rogaine.
No, what was the
What'd
other
you
word
just call me?
said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minoxidil. Would you just call me? Yeah, minoxidil. And that's like a topical applicant. And then
Like
I
a
take
cream.
a pill. I can't remember what the pill's called. And I have to cut 5 into 4 pieces. And they're diamonds. It's hard to cut. And then I
wow.
have a shampoo. And then I use micro needling.
Wow.
Were you losing hair?
Micro needling.
Yeah.
What do you
just
mean
like-
you move? What do you?
Doesn't
You,
that
are you
rip
tattooing
your
in
hair out?
hair? Or what's
What's
Yeah, you gotta
micro-
wet it. Micro needling, so yeah, it's like a little roller.
Oh, that it pokes holes in your head?
Yeah, it's supposed to like restart the cells.
aerate the soil?
It's like those
I honestly
vampire
thought you were
facials.
tattooing your head.
So
No,
they,
no,
like,
they do that though.
They poke
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
these little holes in your skin and then like rub
Yeah.
your blood all over
Yeah.
your face.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to treat ourselves one day.
Totally.
That's-
For
Yeah,
sure.
I treat myself
Full blood
every
rave.
Thursday morning.
10-step skin.
It hurts. I don't like it.
48
Hold on.
steps.
Maybe
Maybe
What point
Ian
you're
will
gonna
just
give
do
it
it
up?
for
Younger,
us.
healthier
Because the
you.
best thing I ever did was like not worry
Well,
about
so
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
in 2000,
It's so nice.
in 2016, I shaved my head.
You've got a
I've shaved my head a
great
few
head
times.
shape also.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
Nice.
Thank you. Thank
nice.
You're like,
Were
thank
you-
you. I take 48 pills.
Were you a
for it."
C-section
Yeah.
baby?
you. No.
That's what my boyfriend always says. He's like, I have a great head shape because I was C-section. Like, you know.
I think I got a pretty good head shape. I don't mind a shaved head.
Nature's
Yeah, you shaved
sculptor.
your
Yeah,
head.
yeah, I shaved my head like
It's
3
pretty
or 4
good.
times.
That's why you
pretty
just
good. Not
let it
not
go.
that. Oh man, I'm self-conscious now again. I had just gonna tell how I got over it when
He's
I
gonna
shaved my
start
head.
getting like
She's giving you
implants
I
in
know.
his
I know.
fucking skull to
Yeah.
This is
reshape
like pretty
his
standard.
dome.
This is pretty standard classic Ian, though, I would say.
What,
for
the hair?
your look right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
it's
did
a little
love your
bit thin.
blonde. I did love your blonde.
Yeah,
That
no, I
was
think
Me too.
I think I might dye it blonde in a bit. See, I have so much hair life left. It's like I'm gonna
Just
give up
fucking
soon.
live it. Yeah.
You gotta
I'm trying to hold
play.
on to it.
You gotta play
Play it
while you
till
have
it's
the
gone.
time.
At least
Yeah.
till like 40 or until you're married.
And I don't think bleach fucks up your hair at all. So
You know what I actually think?
I'm living proof that you can just
Well,
spend 4 years growing
it's
it
a-
out.
So just go for
after
it,
you
yeah.
bleach
It's an
it.
illusion
True.
though, because it's the same color as your scalp, so it looks way thicker. So with really dark hair, you can see through it easier.
I see.
So it's an illusion. I look
tactics.
so much. Like my hair looks so much thicker
Right.
with it.
Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same color.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
Mm.
Like when I dyed it this summer, I thought it was thick, and then I cut it out, and I was like, "Oh, I'm balding again, balding again."
This
But
part
nobody can
stayed.
tell.
This part fucked off.
It's only me who can tell. Only me. And then I put it sideways.
Now, out of all
I
the
could tell.
things that you take, because this was for me,
Yeah.
all the things that you take, what do you think's actually working? Like, are you worried about stopping one?
Can you
because other
tell
stuff
if
can
you're
just
taking
stop?
all these things at once?
Yeah, like,
if
that's what I
anything's
mean, like,
working?
Yeah.
exactly.
So
yeah.
what they say
Or
is
what is
what they
working?
say is you're supposed to take like minoxidil or the pills, so you know which one's working.
And you're like, fuck that.
But
And
you're
that's where
doubling
I
down.
doubled up,
Okay. Or
but
up.
they work different things. So like the pill stops testosterone from killing your hair.
right.
That's why men bald. It's It's a type of testosterone.
Yeah.
And then the minoxidil increases blood flow. So they do it different ways because you can go bald without the genetic.
But you don't know which one's actually doing anything.
They both should help.
But it doesn't always.
No, doesn't always. No.
So you don't.
So some people have no reaction, or because they're not balding through the testosterone, the genetic one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the minoxidil will always help, I think.
Right.
The pill might not help.
Good scalp massage too. Maybe castor oil, coconut oil, all those things.
I remember as a teenager putting mayonnaise in my hair. I think I read it in like, I don't know, 17
Teen Vogue?
magazine or something. But maybe that was just to get rid of lice. I'm not sure. I might have mixed up the brochures.
I was trying to make a sandwich and
I
then
think
all
But
of
my
a
that's
mom,
sudden,
but
yeah.
I do remember my hair was super silky after though.
I feel
Yeah.
like mayonnaise
It's the
is
egg in
a
it,
way
I
to get
think.
rid of.
The egg for sure.
I think it is a
Egg.
way to get rid of lice.
Yeah,
Mayonnaise.
you suffocate
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
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 Well,
Never
now you
had
know you
lice.
mixed it up. I think that's a mix-up.
Or maybe it was a happy accident. You never know.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe that's what we did wrong. Never put
We
mayonnaise.
got
in
it
there.
all
mayonnaise?
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it all
It's
wrong.
true. Never know.
What I think I had given up. I've given up once and stopped taking everything, and I started rapidly doing it. I have some good before and after photos.
Rapidly losing?
Yeah, I have some good before
Really?
and after
So
photos.
something's working then.
Yeah, they all came back, like to an extent, to like what it was before I stopped.
Oh,
I want to
really?
see these pictures.
Yeah, I want to see these pictures too.
I could show you after.
Yeah, show us
Show you
after.
after. They're pretty legit.
We'll put it in the comments.
Post it in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I
We'll
could
put it
find
on the Instagram for sure.
Yeah.
I could find it right now.
Image 1
Yeah.
before.
Talk amongst yourselves and find it.
Give us a topic.
All right. Well, I was watching the TV show Living with Yourself. Paul Rudd, so good.
Ah.
Heard of it,
Oh,
Danielle?
I just saw. I
Yes.
haven't watched
I
it
haven't
yet, but
heard
it
it.
looks sweet though.
This is the one where
Oh, this is where the cloning.
there's a clone one, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
Cha-cha-cha.
premise is Paul Rudd, he's really depressed. He hates his life. And so he goes, his coworker tells him about this spa that if you go to, it's going to, like, because he's so happy, his coworker's so happy and he's killing it at work. And he's like, oh, yeah, go to the spa. This is my secret. And he's like, why are you telling me this? He's like, because I get 10% off the next one.
For referring
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like
So
Uber Eats. Yeah.
So he goes to it, right? And then he wakes up in a grave the next day or like the next
Hot.
morning.
Right.
And he like has to break out of the grave and like screams. That's
They
the
just
opening.
make his life way shittier.
Well, that's the opening.
So they-
that's the opening
So
scene.
they-
So the perspective shift
Yeah,
happens.
Yeah. Well, they
Oh,
kind
my
of
life
they
was
do.
good,
They
yeah.
kind of
It's
do make
over.
his life way shittier. But
But there's
so
a
they-
clone of him now, right?
they actually so they make a clone and they kill the original, but he doesn't die.
But he's supposed to.
Supposed
and,
to die.
and the clone
Oh.
is like
Yeah, they had
super
a-
happy.
Yeah,
and
the
fucking-
clone's like just killing life, and he's just like this loser one, and
yeah. But
The
he didn't
clone's-
die.
But he has consciousness in both body, like both versions.
Yeah,
No,
of
it's like
himself?
the clone thinks he's the real one. The clone doesn't know either.
so clone's an exact
Does
copy
he
at
know?
that point.
Does he know who the real one is?
They know because he doesn't have a scar. He has
And
a
what was
But
the
does
point
the
of
original
killing
version
the
of
original?
himself?
Yeah, they
No.
go
Yeah.
back to it, and the guy tells him which one's real. Yeah, and it's obviously the happier one.
What was the point of killing the original? Like just
Because there
Because
can't
they
be
just-
two.
Yeah, there can be two in your
So
life.
the idea is they kill the
Because
original one and they give a happy
Chaos
one to
would ensue if there was
yeah.
two versions of one person. Because
Yeah.
inevitably,
tell that to twins.
in every clone story, one clone tries to kill the other clone.
Oh, yeah.
Dostoevsky
Yeah, true.
Mandrakes, you
Yeah.
know that whole
Yeah. comes from the double.
Yeah.
Dostoevsky. Yeah, it's also a movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was going to ask if you could clone yourself, would you do it?
No.
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 Now, if you knew, like you knew you're not going to die, like the
So if I cloned myself and
Why
I
would I
had
want
full
that?
control over my clone,
no, it's a person. It's a person. So like
Well-
you're just making a choice. Now it's another
No.
person. Just
What
like
would be
So-
the benefit to me unless I could like harbor
Yeah.
his
to
organs?
double my
In
productivity.
case I got
Yeah.
sick.
That's
I'm
the
gonna
only
say,
thing
like,
I could
what's
think
the
of.
well, that's
deadline?
what
Yeah.
that's what he
want.
does in the show.
Yeah, but there's
Oh.
so many things that
Yeah,
could go
yeah.
wrong.
There's some
though.
benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the clone thinks it's his life and he wants
Yeah.
the wife.
Right.
Yeah.
It starts like hooking up with my
Yeah.
Right.
boo and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're better than you. They're a
Ugh.
little better. A
No.
little happier, a little better at work, a
Yeah,
little
you're really
smarter.
making this this answer really easy
I know.
for me. I
Yeah.
can't
It
see
would have
the
been.
world
It wouldn't have
not
been.
one.
Would you rather? It was just a
Okay.
question.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah,
would
no,
you rather.
Well, to answer the question, I would not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
I
you
would
got to
not
It's not a
split
conundrum.
consciousnly with them and still experience the same, like if you
Like
got
a
to be like
twin, yeah.
beach bumming in Hawaii while the other person's like
Yeah.
on the grind, then
Or like
that-
twin strength, like
yeah, like we have, yeah,
cognitive.
yeah,
Yeah.
then that would be okay.
Like
but
we
if
have.
if they're just like out there, like
Yeah.
Another
Well, because
person.
I was thinking like it'd be sweet if they just did my job and I just went traveling.
well, yeah,
Tight.
yeah.
Or like they could rate your test for you or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I had twins I went to school with that did that actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
God,
only in
that's
junior high though, so not too serious. But
genius.
honestly, it wasn't really giving
You're
an
still not naming
advantage
names
to
though,
either.
because
You
Like
just want to see the picture.
there was
Yeah.
no benefit to one taking the test for the other, you know what I'm saying?
am I allowed to go pee?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you can go pee.
Look at that. Look how
Yeah.
crazy that is.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at
That's
that.
you?
That's me.
You are a testimonial.
Yeah. That's 3 months. 3 months. They call it the big 3. The
Oh,
big
wow.
3.
What's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
big 3? 3 months.
Those like 3 things.
Oh,
I
the
listed.
marker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not the marker. It's the 3 products. The big 3
Oh.
for hair loss.
Like the skin.
Because they all have actual like scientific evidence. I wouldn't just take things because
So sorry,
No,
say
I'm
again
kidding.
what it is. Rogue.
Rogaine.
Shout out Rogaine.
Yeah. Finasteride.
Not sponsored.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. There.
Well,
After this
We're
video-
fishing. We're
you know,
fishing.
after
Huh?
this
We're
picture-
fishing.
yeah. We're
After
going
this
through a lot
picture,
of sponsors
I'll
right
throw
now.
this picture in the video.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
There
like,
you go.
guys, check this out. It's
That'll be
crazy.
that'll
Free
be
ad.
the thumbnail.
No, we'll make the thumbnail.
Maybe
I'll
we'll
picture
start
all of
getting
us.
products in the mail. You never know.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it's
true.
gonna happen.
Oh, 100%.
It's a long way down. Was already sponsoring.
People
yeah.
obviously
Yeah,
care
yeah.
about our thoughts on things.
Yeah. Yeah. So no cloning, hey? You guys don't want to clone. You don't want
No.
someone to do the work for you.
I just think
Well, I
there's
mean,
way
okay,
too
so
many.
but that's a different question. If I can make a clone and he's my slave,
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like if I could
Sure,
control
I
everything
guess.
they did, then duh.
I thought
That's
you just
no
meant could I make a
question.
copy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's another
Yeah,
person
yeah,
that's
yeah.
me.
But if they're like autonomous and like probably evil, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like no, for sure.
No, they're so nice.
Right.
They're really nice because
Okay,
they're
so
such good
question:
people.
would the clone of you like the Joker more than you do?
Oh.
If you could watch
Probably,
it
yeah.
again as a clone,
I think that
Why-
they would.
Why?
It would. Sorry.
it would. Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah.
What I meant.
Sorry,
Clones have
forgot
rights.
myself for
Gender
a
your
second.
clone.
Clones have rights.
yeah.
You
Don't
don't know what
the
gender the
clone.
clone is going to be.
Yeah.
See, this is why we're going to get
Yeah.
canceled. We make gender jokes all the time.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it keeps me up at night.
Mark, don't cancel us.
We're going to get sponsored by Propecia is the name brand. Finasteride has no,
Oh, like-
it's not name brand.
The opposite of alopecia. Propecia.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I did not realize that.
Really?
Yeah.
This captain's going down with his ship.
So, no, it's not sinking ships
Okay,
anymore. So
here's-
there's no ship.
Oh, yeah, that's
Here's
right,
a
that's
would
right.
you rather.
That was-
Would
Yeah.
you rather have alopecia and have no hair anywhere, or would you rather have werewolf syndrome and have hair everywhere?
That's too easy. This
That's
is,
way easy.
yeah, it's
I'll take-
alopecia, obviously.
Yeah, no hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wig life.
Yeah,
What would
yeah.
you rather us have?
Honestly, I can. What would I rather?
What would you rather
have?
your boo have?
Oh.
Yeah.
You
Ooh.
love that brown sugar.
I do.
though.
Yeah,
Really?
I do.
You like the werewolf
Oh.
Yeah.
Give me more.
But
'Cause I guess
personally,
you
I
could
would pick
personally
wax it.
hairless.
alopecia
Yeah.
because wigs, obviously,
Yeah.
and merkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
And
guy
Merkins.
wants that. No guy wants wear
No.
a woman.
I had a youth group leader. So two youth group leaders, they were brothers. One
Yeah.
had alopecia and one was the hairiest dude I've ever met in my life.
Really?
Oh, the gene split.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And there were youth group teachers?
Yeah. Youth
Oh,
group
yeah.
leaders in high school. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys prefer?
What are the chances?
And who was happier? Like who was living?
Yeah, who was the
you know what?
happier
They
one?
both
That's
embraced what they got dealt, I think. Yeah.
There you go.
I did read a study that women prefer men with shaved heads
Over.
over hair.
My girlfriend loves
Or
my
like no
shit.
hair.
Said
Who
something
did they
all the time.
survey? No, just
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
coming out.
I'm sorry.
I don't know their names.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know their
Coming
names.
No,
I want
I've
names.
been attracted to both equally, I would say.
Mm.
See, currently I'm.
So you don't think like if you saw somebody with hair and then they didn't have hair, they wouldn't lose any points?
The same person
Yeah.
would depend on what they looked like.
That's true.
Both ways.
Some
yeah.
some people rock it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you look
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I
I feel
do.
like I lost points. I feel like I
Warren
liked
will be
myself with
home
hair.
soon.
I'm the
Yeah,
type
I
of
know.
person. I'm the type of no. I would tell you if I felt otherwise. I think you look really good with the shape change.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think the
You're
last time you guys probably saw me, I had hair. If you remember that.
Did you? I don't know.
Probably.
Did you have hair in 2000? When did you shave it? Do you know? Do you know the date? Well, I go through like a
I
crazy.
can remember
person
where I
dates.
was, but I can't remember the date.
No, like the year. Don't worry about the date, but the year. Because you said it was so relieving, so you should know like when it happened.
maybe 2 years ago.
2 years ago only?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought
I
it
feel
was
like
so
I
long ago.
feel like it was after I left Good Life.
Huh.
Yeah.
I feel like you've been bald for like 10 years.
I think I had like a.
It felt like 10 years.
Well, I don't think it was 10 years.
What's the shortest hair you've ever had, Caitlin?
I think when I went to Dubai when I was 18 and it was like 50 plus degrees Celsius, my hair I think started around this length, and 3 or 4 times in 3 weeks I was cutting my own hair because it was so fucking hot.
Classic.
And yeah.
This looks good.
Sorry to all my hairdressers. Yeah. And I think I got it to like, well, maybe here. But I mean, when I was young, we had short hair, all of us, right? But
Right.
I would cut my own hair when I was little too. And one time I looked like I went through a lawnmower, and it
Yeah.
was, we'll post photos in the comments. It's not.
That's actually just
Cute,
for the
but it's cute.
Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to pay $5 to see that shot.
yeah, and my before and after.
Yeah,
photos.
yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
get it all.
That's true.
I think in
Yeah.
my teen years, maybe, or like early 20s, maybe I had it to my chin. I've been thinking about a big chop though lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go full G.I. Jane.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do
Fuck
it.
this. Yeah. But
I've cut my own hair for like 8 years.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
mine
Really?
started fitting, I cut my own hair.
Well, yeah.
Because you know what? It was for me. I felt weird somebody being behind me looking at my hair. So I was like, I'm gonna
Oh,
cut it
because you're
myself.
insecure?
Yeah.
Not weird. Insecure.
that's what I meant,
yeah.
You can't see the back of your own head. No.
no.
You know what?
Oh, you mean cutting yourself, right? Yeah.
No, I meant
Oh.
like I didn't go to a hairdresser because I
Oh.
didn't want somebody behind me looking
Oh,
at
I
it.
see.
Yeah.
So
I
I would
see.
cut my own
Whenever
hair.
a hairdresser
what are you
tells
doing back there?
whenever a hairdresser's like,
Interesting.
What are you
like-
looking at?
like, oh, you
Everybody
have-
balls. I mean, sorry.
It's true. I mean,
whenever a hairdresser goes
Lay
to me,
off.
you have such thick hair. I always go, oh, that's so nice. They're so
You're
stupid,
like-
but they're such bad hairdressers because
Yeah.
they don't know.
so you're not validated
Or
by
they're
their
just selling
compliments.
Or
you.
I'd
Yeah.
tell people when people were like, "You're not balding. You have such thick hair." I was like, "Okay, don't tell me I'm 2 of my least favorite things wrong, and I'm for sure balding. So I can't be bald."
You have coarse hair.
yeah, of course hair.
You have
but
coarse
then
hair,
it's
yeah.
thinned out
Which
into
gives it
one.
an
Like
appearance
Yeah.
of being thick. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a smoke screen.
Well,
What else
It
can we
is.
talk
It's
about
working
to
for
do
you.
with
Yeah.
hair?
Yeah, let's move on from hair.
Yeah, it's a sore subject.
I got nothing to add.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start getting weird pretty soon here.
Let's get out the scissors. And
There's a pile of wig hair on my front lawn right now.
We can talk about Juuls.
Warren was like,
That was
"What
that was
is
a personal request.
request?"
Who's Jules?
They jewel.
oh, we're
Jeweling.
we're
They love
joking about
jewels.
that, but yeah,
You're joking. That's a serious subject.
I know. Well, we both
Jeweling.
I'm uninformed on what that is.
It's an
I was thinking it'd be
e-cigarette.
funny to let Tyler try a jewel.
is
Juuls.
my mom gonna be
Oh.
watching this?
Get a clue.
Possibly.
Oh,
No, I mean it's
Jules,
like
yes.
it's a pretty hot topic in the news. Like, did you know that Juul did not market? They didn't use anyone in their marketing that was over the age of 23. I think it was
Really?
all of their models, everyone.
Hmm.
So
Oh
even,
yeah,
even
they
so
created a whole new
whole culture
demographic.
on it, yeah.
Oh,
of
really?
kids that weren't smoking cigarettes but started
Yeah, yeah.
vaping. them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it looks like a
crazy.
USB,
It's wild.
and
Yeah.
kids can just like jewel into their backpack. Bless their little hearts. But you know, it's like it's super easy. It's
Yeah.
very addictive.
Done
Yeah.
it on the airplane
Oh, I've jeweled everywhere.
in my seat.
everywhere.
Not to brag,
into
but
your hair, in the airplane, yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Their social media accounts got shut down. I think they just have their Twitter.
well, their
now.
CEO stepped down after all that, which
Yeah, they got
Did
they
some
got
people die
They
or
got bought by Philip
So,
Morris.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
that's
not
like
directly correlated with Juul as a product.
It was, from what I know, it's like a black market weed vape.
From
It's
what?
like if
It's
they,
like
it's like a
substandard
homebrew.
juice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you
yeah.
put like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
own mystery oil into
Ah.
it, and it's
because kids can't buy this like
Right.
good or whatever like legal
Right.
so they're putting
regulated products.
yeah,
laundry
yeah.
because they're
detergent into their
minors.
dish pot.
So they're
or their
getting
jewel
stuff.
pots.
They're
They're
getting
just
stuff
ordering
from
it online?
sketchy places, and yeah.
There's a black market for Jules. That's insane.
Oh yeah, I've seen bootleg Juul pods.
Yeah, you bought some, right? Yeah, you were
Warren
saying
was
here.
like, they're like $10 cheaper than the one's at the other store. And I like looked at them and I was like,
So why do you do it?
Well, I
Is it
used
to
to be
quit
a
smoking?
smoker.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it helped me quit smoking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
underrated on that end.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine it did.
I
yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
Juul
Like,
it's probably a better
more
alternative.
than I ever smoked.
I would
though,
say-
that's for
but
sure.
I
Is it a better
100%.
alternative?
Well,
Yeah.
there's not enough research really
Yeah, I guess
to
so,
say
yeah.
one way or another. But I will say personally, physically, I have my lung capacity is way better. Like
Right.
I've noticed a lot of tangible changes in like my health and stuff.
I think
for
there's
sure.
I think there's clear evidence that it's better, but it's hard for them to say because it's science. So they're not going to say it's better, but it's
Yeah.
clear evidence that short term it's better for sure.
yeah.
Clear evidence
Right.
there.
And I think too, if you're predisposed, like the popcorn lung thing was a big scare, and
I
there's
don't think it's a
people.
real thing though, is
Well, it is if you're already predisposed to like the
Yeah.
bronchial
Emphysema and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. So those are the people that were at high risk
Yeah.
for it if it's already
see.
genetically.
Yeah, yeah.
One
predisposed,
interesting
but-
thing that I saw was that there's all these cases of like sicknesses and deaths in the States, but there's tons of vapors in the UK and they've
Yeah.
had zero problems
Zero
Yeah.
issues
there.
yeah.
So the question is like, what is it coming down to? I think.
Yeah, is there any in
Right.
I think
Canada?
it's product. Probably.
product?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there deaths in Canada?
I don't know actually. All the stats I've seen have been from the States.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, I haven't seen anything in Canada.
Yeah.
But I got into juuling and I did it for like 3 months and I shouldn't because I fucking have asthma.
He
and
was
I'm addicted.
justifying to me how tobacco is
Not
good
tobacco.
for you in
Not
certain
tobacco.
ways. Or no, sorry,
Nicotine.
nicotine.
nicotine. So I read because I'm always looking for like ways to improve my focus or cognition or
Yes,
stuff,
yeah.
right? Nootropics are called.
Nootropics. Oh,
Nootropics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's big on that.
Yeah. And then so one of the best nootropics is nicotine. Really
Big
good
time.
for focus.
Hamilton Morris, that's what he uses because he does the series on Vice about
Yeah.
diving deep on drugs.
Yeah, I've seen him.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so everyone always asks him like, "Oh, you must be tripping all the time." Da, 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 and he's going and trying out like
Yeah.
talking with all these people in all these different
Yeah.
drug niches. But his regime is
Yeah.
he takes I think maybe 5 to 10 milligrams of Ritalin a day, woo
Yeah.
woo, and nicotine, like
Yeah.
and like just like a like I don't know if he does it. I don't think he smokes, but
Yeah.
probably some sort of
Right.
vape situation. But those are his two to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
it's-
mean, like mathematicians through the years always have like been on the speed.
Oh, yeah.
and
Love
I
the
guess not
speed.
just mathematicians, but you know what I mean, like the focused
yeah.
equation.
Scientists.
Well, so they've-
yeah.
They've done studies where someone takes
Race car
Takes an IQ
drivers.
test.
The race car drivers
someone
of
takes
the
an
mind.
IQ test
Yeah.
and then they take an IQ test on nicotine, and it's like a 5-6 increase.
What about on
So it
weed?
improves cognitive ability, basically.
100%.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
recall, memory, improves
Call back?
memory. Yeah. What else?
These big words. Go, keep going.
Recall. It's a big word. Memory.
Keep
3
going.
syllables. I can't remember what else. Focus. Oh, focus was big, really
Right.
big. So that's what I wanted for writing,
Right.
right? But then I forgot how bad my lungs are. And
Yeah.
you gotta smoke it, and it was fine for like a month.
I've heard a few people say that vaping like has made them like super wheezy and
Yeah, it starts to tickle
like
after
more
a
so
while.
than cigarettes did or whatever.
I wouldn't
yeah,
say
but-
more so though. No, not even close. For me,
Yeah,
for me
personally,
yeah.
same. I have
Yeah.
found the same thing. Yeah.
Why didn't you just get it from like a drink?
Nicotine.
Yeah.
I don't
Can
think
you?
so. Yeah, there's
I thought
gums.
you- yeah.
There's gums
Tell
and
me more.
patches.
Yeah.
So I've tried
For listeners.
gum.
Snooze start doing snooze,
It's too
dude.
gross.
Yeah, the gum is gross. I
Yeah,
tried
the
the
gum's
gum.
Oh,
gross.
it's disgusting.
It's so bad.
I was
It makes your mouth burn.
Oh,
Oh, it
I've never
does.
tried it, but I
Nasty.
feel like
It
it
does.
would really mess you up.
It's
It would be
gross.
like a
Threw
the
up when I
patch
had it.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
yeah.
You used to chew. You were a
Yeah,
chewer.
well, yeah. in
You
high school,
chewed?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I've
Did you
chewed
play
with them. I've
hockey?
chewed
Is
with
That
that
was
them.
why?
cool. No, I didn't. But
Okay.
I was around hockey players.
That's why.
Yeah. No, I
There
also
we
didn't
go.
play
There
hockey.
it
I
is.
thought it
tried
was
it.
cool, and now if I smell it, I'll throw
Oh,
up.
it's
Yeah, I
gross.
tried it like
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 times and once puked, and I was like, "No, that's it for me. This is horrible."
No,
Yeah, it
those
wasn't very
little-
long, but
Those snooze, like it's like Swedish. Those
Yeah.
little like pouches
little
or whatever
pouch.
they put under your
Yeah.
lip. We have a friend Daniel who's from
Ooh,
Sweden.
called
He's like,
out. He's called
yeah,
out.
he's like my sister. She'll have 2, 3 at a time in there, no problem. Like, I'm like, holy
Wow.
shit.
Yeah, so that's what I
yeah.
puked from is the patch.
But he said
the patch of
everybody
Vegas,
there
yeah.
does it though. Like
Oh, really?
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
gross.
interesting because our first reaction is just like
Oral cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gross. Yeah.
It's
First thing
so
comes to my
gross.
mind is
It's
oral
gross.
cancer.
I think
Yeah.
I once drank Johnny's.
What's
Oh.
that?
It's
Oh,
a spit.
oh.
Yeah.
That's
So
worse
bad. We
than
were drinking
bong water.
beers, and he was like doing it at the table.
Oh,
He was spitting in the table.
Oh.
That's
and then
worse than bong water.
Yeah.
Or
That's
a
why your
cigarette
hair's
butt
falling
beer,
out.
cigarette
Oh,
butt
I
beer.
got cigarette beer.
What's worse, chew spit or cigarette butt beer? Would you
Chew
rather?
spit.
Would you
Chew
rather?
spit's worse.
Worse, yeah. Cheese
Yeah.
Oh,
is worse.
cigarette butt beer for sure.
But it's hard to
Is
say
worse?
because
Is worse?
No, I'd rather
Oh,
cigarette butt
rather.
beer.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd drink
I
that
actually
all
don't
day.
even mind it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem.
I
Oh,
seek it out. We got any around here.
Yeah.
I lived at the Heckler. Okay, you have a couple of cigarette butt
yeah.
beers.
Yeah, and you just keep drinking it. You're just
Yeah.
like, oh no.
Yeah.
Per day.
Yeah, per day.
Per
Yeah, per day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all over the house.
Yeah.
You never know.
Viable.
They're like landmines.
Shake them if you got them.
I had a dumb idea today. Whereas
What?
you know how people are texting
yeah?
like
Yeah.
yeah, classic. You know how people text like V for very or BC for because, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they're different words than because?
Like before Christ.
What
like
do you
they're
mean?
synonyms. It's a synonym of because, not short for because. As in like it means the same thing, but it's a slightly different word. Like it feels different.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't. What do you
I would say that I would use BC when I'm trying to justify something to somebody
Right.
more. Yeah.
See, it's a different
Oh,
word.
You know what I mean?
It's a
see
different
what you're
word.
saying.
It's
I see what you're
used
saying.
differently.
Yeah.
See, and I
I'm
just
like
use
when I'm being a little bit like
Yeah, a little jokey, right? A little bit.
I'm like,
little-
BC?
Yeah.
as per
Usually
my
that's good.
BC.
That's
It's
a good
called
explanation when
fashion
you're
sweaty.
justifying
Sweaty,
thing. You use BC. You don't use because anymore.
I find I was talking with a girlfriend the other day about this. How we like, and you and I both, we use LOL as like punctuation all the time.
Oh, I
like
do
if,
that
we,
too.
if there was an
Yeah.
LOL
What do
counter
you
in our
mean?
text thread,
Punctuation.
like just like
pauses.
hey, I'm running behind,
Breaks in
LOL. Like just breaks in
Yeah.
sentence, or like
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
lighten the mood. Like it's, I'll also use exclamation points. Often that's how like if we're having like we run a business together. We're best friends for years and years. Like if we're having a discussion that could be construed as heated,
Yeah.
make sure to throw in an exclamation point or an LOL so that it's
I do
not
the
like.
exact same thing.
You know what I
Both-
mean? Yeah,
both
yeah.
things.
But I mean,
Like,
it doesn't.
so the-
Jake
so the
Jarmel hates
conversation doesn't get a
exclamation
little
points.
weird. I'm always like LOL.
I've tried.
LOL.
You know, I've tried the.
But now it's just like the natural muscle
Yeah.
memory just
think,
goes
like-
it's
to LOL.
what my keyboard just automatically predicts I'm going to type LOL
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
So like six.
Just like crying in my bed, and it's just like
I think
type
like
LOL.
six
You know
or
what?
7
Fine.
years ago, I tried to restrict my LOL use because it feels like when you say things, but you say LOL, it feels like you have no conviction. What
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I-
exactly.
That's why.
yeah.
That's why you
That's
do
why
it.
you use it.
Yeah,
You look
that's why
shitty today. LOL.
Yeah.
It's
But I
taking
don't like that
any-
feeling. I want to have conviction in what I'm saying,
I
even
like
if I
the
don't believe
feeling.
it.
It's for
That's
them.
why
Joker.
when the
It's not
LOL's
for me.
not
It's for
there,
them.
you
It's for
know.
It's
Yeah.
for them, so
Yeah,
they
yeah,
know.
yeah. No, I want them to know. I mean it.
Well, then you
You
don't
know what
write
I'm saying.
LOL.
It's so that you don't have to commit to anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's the
LOL?
difference for V?
Very?
Yeah, like when are you using that? 'Cause
I
You've never used
never
it.
Your
use
take on
one
BC was
V. I
really
go
It's
good.
always
like
V, 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 V,
Really?
V, V,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never used that or read somebody write that.
Really?
Yeah.
I do it a lot. Like if someone says something, I'm like, be true.
You've never done that.
Be true. Because I don't usually say very.
don't
And
I
are you
should
saying
do that,
TRU? Like how hip? are
Oh
you?
yeah.
Oh,
There's no E in there.
Ian Cooney, the original
different.
hipster.
Yeah. What?
Before it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's cool right now.
I just can't
Oh,
fucking spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like shorthand for the
Yeah.
new generation.
I had to
yeah.
look up a lot of things, and I have a few people that I text with. Shout outs to you if you're watching. That I've had to explain things to, like when you say like
Yes.
like
Someone's
T-
like, yes.
like,
go
yeah,
on.
like TY, thank you.
Yeah,
like someone's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what's tie? And you're like,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
But you know, yeah,
Do you know OMW?
on my way. Yeah.
I know that from video games.
Real-
Yeah,
oh.
some online video
Oh,
games.
yeah.
Say you're going to meet somebody in your online video game. I'm on
See,
way.
my phone when I type ONM,
Mhm.
it will autocorrect to on my way exclamation point. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
I want
That's
I didn't-
plugged into your phone already.
Well, you're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
You
but
get
I'm
the
like
exclamation mark.
I wanted to keep it short. No
Oh.
exclamation point. I wanted to
Yeah.
LOL. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use many of those. LOL I use.
What about emojis?
Emojis for sure.
Out of control.
I use
It's
emojis
out
like
of
LOLs, I
control.
I instead of
don't.
using LOL, so obviously I restricted LOLs to have more conviction, but then I just throw in emojis
I hate
to
emojis.
lose my conviction.
Just to really fuck them up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to play a game with our friend Kier where we would spell out a movie title in emojis and the other person had to guess what the movie was.
You guys were good at that.
Ah.
Really fun.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good pastime.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was gonna,
You can say
I
a
was gonna
lot
ask
though.
you to say one, but I was like, how are you going to describe each emoji?
I never got into the emojis, and I don't.
We'll put it
really
in the
like
I never
comments.
got into the emojis.
Next.
We'll put it in the
Yeah,
Patreon
yeah.
subscribers
Yeah.
package.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
It's a good line. I never really got into emojis.
Yeah, I
It's not
didn't
my
get
thing.
into it.
Not my
I hated
thing.
it because my ex used to. Every time
Shout
she
out
wrote
X.
There it is. Yeah.
Shout out
No, but
X.
every
Always
time-
brings it up.
She would always.
Jesus Christ.
Great.
Your new girlfriend's watching? Oh, what? I gotta go watch
Just
the other
like
one.
note to self, no emojis.
She would always use the same emoji. Like every second sentence, it'd be the one that's like.
And different
And I
context.
fucking hated it. It was like I don't know what that means.
Yeah, can you
Why
stop
do you
that?
keep doing this?
Maybe.
She doesn't know either, sweetie.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
No,
just
I know, but
yeah.
I
Sounds
know.
like lazy
But it's
texting
just-
to me.
It's like the LOL, right?
Yeah,
It's just
You know what I always use? I always
She
use
is
the women
leaving
ones.
you hanging.
I don't ever use the
That's
men
what
ones.
she's doing.
Fuck. So like if I use the shrugs, it's all women.
I don't like the.
I love the
Again.
pregnant woman.
Trying to avoid any type of
Stop, Mr.
responsibility or.
Yeah.
Oh,
see you.
No, I'm sending the pregnant one. It's so much responsibility.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying I would.
That sounds like it would get you off the hook for a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Somebody
I'm
asks you
running
a
late.
question,
Pregnant
you just
lady.
send back the pregnant lady. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when's the pregnant lady emoji coming out with her hands up? Like, why
Yeah,
she's gotta
shrug-
be cradling
shrug
it.
pregnant?
Yeah, shrug
Oh yeah,
pregnant.
they're on her back. Classic post.
Yeah.
Is
Pregnant.
it, or is she not? Is she, oh no, there's
No,
one where
she's
she's
going like this.
cradling
I
the
think that
baby.
She's going like
There's one-
this. I don't
Did
think
you
there's
just
any
assume her
backs.
gender also? Is that
Oh yeah.
keep it together?
Sorry,
It's
it.
it.
Keep forgetting myself.
Yeah. It's a double it. There's two its there.
It in it.
Yeah.
It and
In
it.
it.
It was a very weird thing for me to start smoking Juul though, because I have a horrible.
To get back to Juul.
Yeah, but because I have a horrible like addictive personality.
Yeah.
So I don't have any
You
idea
also
why
So how'd
I
you
would
stop?
try it. How'd I stop?
Yeah.
Because I gave it away, and I was like, I can. I'm so like. With
Shout out to Dan.
Yeah, shout out to Dan. He's probably smoking it right now,
Yeah.
watching it. But yeah. So I've looked with for me with any addiction, I have no problem not doing it, but I can't be around it. Like it'll just eat me up, and I want to do it. Like if you put liquor in my place, I'll just drink it all. So I never had liquor even when I drank,
Right.
because I just drink it immediately.
You have the best discipline though, and the best like cutoff point of almost anyone I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like when you make a decision, you're just like, I'm
Yeah.
going for it.
Well, I failed a ton though. I failed a ton, but you're.
Let me
but,
correct
but,
you.
Yeah.
But most of the times I didn't really fail. I made time plans,
Yeah.
so I guess I didn't fail. But I always was like 1 month or 3 months,
Right.
and then this time it's like
I think that's
Forever.
still significant.
yeah.
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 Well, I definitely turned my life around for sure during those like 1 and 3 month increments. Someone's at the door.
Somebody's at the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surprise guest.
Maureen Sicordi.
What should we talk about while we wait for Warren?
Transgender athletes.
Gender athletes. Well, you wanted
Caitlin.
No, we won't do that.
you had some you had some hot Greta top things you wanted to say, didn't you?
No, well, just you know what I hate about Twitter is when we talk on Twitter. I'm like,
I always wonder if you.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like we're talking past each other.
Nice.
Oh, surprise guest.
There
yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
Daddy's home.
Yeah, I wonder. Do you take anything personally I say to you on
No.
Twitter? No. Okay, that's fine then.
No.
Because I have no
Well,
emotion.
I can't take no.
I have no emotion in
Mine's zero
arguments.
emotion.
Yeah.
It's just I never get my point across, and then you'll say something, and I'm like, but that's not what I'm talking about. But I don't want to write all that because I only have
Yeah.
150 characters.
We said
And then we're
so.
just-
There was a. Was it Dove? Not Dove.
No, it was a tampon.
What tampon company?
I don't
You
know.
know, some tampon company got petitioned by transgender people to take their gender logo off,
Yeah.
and he tagged me in it, and I was like, man, it's gonna piss off so many conservatives. And I was like, imagine being triggered by a company being more inclusive, and then we got an argument about it.
Well,
No, not
but
argument.
it wasn't an argument. It was just
You thought I was pointing it at you.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
well, that's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
And I was like, well, I'm just saying something generally.
Yeah.
What's their gendered logo?
I don't know what it was because it wasn't the was it some
It was
kind
the
of female
female
symbol?
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
they
just a
had the
female
female
Oh,
symbol.
like
one.
the
Yeah.
I wanted
symbol.
them to take it off because
For
not
a
all
woman.
women, not all women.
Yeah, because there's transgender men
Menstruate.
who still get
Right.
I don't. Well, actually, I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
See, you're worried about getting
Yeah,
canceled.
see?
See, it
She doesn't
exists.
want to get us canceled.
No,
You know,
no,
so-
okay,
so-
but I
Don't
want
know
to
if the
understand it though. So
science
it's
is there.
so it's because
Thank
not
you.
all women have their period. Is
Yeah,
basically what.
yeah,
what's
so
the
it's because there's
It was
some
not all women have their period, and not all.
periods have
Not
their
all
women.
periods are with women or something.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
it's just
because
transgender men
transgender-
who still have
Yeah.
their stuff downstairs.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what I
So
was
they're
pointing out-
offended by the fact that they're women, but they can't use tampons.
So this
Or
is,
no,
this
that
is
it's
what I was
that
trying
they
to
are
point out.
now
They're now
men.
men, but they
Oh,
get-
I see. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
thinking
They
of it
wanted
the opposite way.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
That's
right.
why I
And I
want
was
to
like-
clarify this because
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
whenever you
er-
say if you say transgender men, it's a woman who's
Yes,
now a
Okay,
man.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
what I was trying to point out to you, which I felt like you got off of, is like what you said. You said they would be so triggered just because the company's trying to be inclusive, but
Imagine.
it wasn't.
Imagine
The
being so
company
triggered.
wasn't.
No, I didn't say
it was.
No, I didn't say the company would be triggered.
No,
I
no,
said-
no. But the article had nothing to do with the company being
Oh.
inclusive. It was they were being petitioned
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get rid of it, and I was just pointing out.
And the company was like,
here's.
eh.
Well, the company
Yeah.
was, and
Well,
that's what I was trying to point out. And he was like, "They're just trying to be nice, pretty much."
No, because companies, they don't give a shit about being nice. They're trying to make
Right.
more money, and they made
Yeah.
a business decision.
Yeah.
Be more inclusive would make it more money.
I don't like mobbing. That's what I was trying to point out.
Right.
I don't like
Right.
mobbing of things. And then you were talking about the company being inclusive. I'm like, well, the company hasn't even decided
Yeah,
yet. Yeah, yeah.
No,
were
they
being
didn't
mobbed.
decide.
No.
I thought I
Shout
read
out to
No, no,
Diva
no.
Cups.
it. Yeah.
true.
Big
But I'm all good.
time.
If the
Yeah.
company
To
was like,
all
we're
our
gonna take it off.
viewers.
What's
Take it
Diva
off.
Cups?
I don't know.
Diva Cup
It's
is
an environmentally sound alternative to tampons.
it's like a little plastic cup that you.
There you
It's
go.
not a
And it's
piece of.
inclusive because
plastic
you could
cup.
use it for all kinds of things.
Yeah, you could put it
really.
in multiple.
You could drink.
What
Yeah,
does
you
this
could-
go?
You twist it up. You put it in like a tampon and then
It looks like
Oh.
a rubber
it's like a
nipple.
little rubber
What is
nipple.
it?
Yeah, it's just like a little.
It doesn't
catcher.
absorb anything. It
Oh.
just stops.
No,
it?
no, it just holds it and then you.
Yeah.
Then you go.
Like a bucket when you have a leak in your roof, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you take out the bucket. Oh no, not a bucket.
It wouldn't be a
It'd
bucket.
be like a stopper.
because you don't have a.
Same concept.
Couple
is what I'm
ounces,
trying to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
That's what I imagine.
I'm
is a
not
bucket.
comparing it to the
It's the-
size of a bucket by any
the
means.
opposite.
He had a
Ting,
wide,
Yeah.
I
As
don't know.
far as I know.
but it's not bleached cotton going into your
Exactly.
vagina, so
That's
that's
probably
And
better.
it's-
Right.
and
Can you
it's
get-
reusable.
Can you
Yeah,
get the septic
Right.
thing that you can get with cotton?
Oh, you mean toxic shock syndrome?
That's right.
I don't think.
don't think
I don't
so.
know actually.
Because isn't it in there because it's like deteriorating or something, or going through the breakdown process too long?
Yeah,
I
So
think
what did
it's
the
more
blood still
because
start
it's the.
deteriorating?
I don't think it. Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's the blood, right? It's not the cotton.
I think that was maybe. Do you think it was a ploy to sell more tampons?
No, it's
No.
that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I looked it up and read the whole Wikipedia
I remember
article.
telling my mom I was scared of it, and she's like, "That's an old wives' tale."
Yeah, and they're all dead. Yeah.
Like, keep that thing up there.
5
Keep it-
months later,
I'm not
I've
buying
like
it anymore.
Back in my day.
had to have limbs amputated from blood poisoning. Like,
Back in my day, we had months in there.
Okay, wait, Ian. So you read the whole Wikipedia article
Yeah, I don't
on
remember anything though.
TSS? Okay. Well, next. Yeah.
Well, when you start a Wikipedia article, you can't stop. Then you gotta go read all the resources.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
what are you
rabbit
doing?
hole for sure.
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of work.
Do you know there's a way?
Rather just Diva Cup. Yeah.
There's
Big
a
bag
game
orbs.
called, I don't know what it's called. I don't want to try to think of it because it's never going to be there. But you click on it, and it's how far away the Wikipedia article is from the article for philosophy.
This is a
Oh,
game.
like
So
how
that's
many
like- so-
degrees of connection?
Yeah, it's like a rating for each.
Never heard of it.
No.
Hmm.
Well, that's true.
Good.
That's a fact.
It's a good segue.
Well, no, there's no segue. That's a dead end.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of philosophy,
Yeah. That's actually a complete
Where's
dead
this
end.
going? Oh,
Did you
okay.
think there's a segue?
I don't know. I didn't know where you're going. I don't
Segue.
even know what you're talking about, to be honest.
Segue.
I'm lost in this conversation.
Well, we can
That's
talk about
fun.
Greta. Do you guys have any takes on Greta? Good takes?
I mean,
Sure, we can talk about Greta. In the
I
election.
love her.
I'm a big fan.
yeah,
Big
Yeah,
time.
big fan.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I like Greta.
Yeah, you like Greta, but you
I
don't
just
like
don't
people.
like,
You feel like people are taking advantage of
Yeah,
her.
I don't like.
That's when we shout out autistic.
Yeah.
Shout out autism.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like she's just kind of being used as a big fuck you, and it's not really doing
Mm.
anything.
By who?
That's what actually my question,
Like-
because you brought that up before, and I want to know who's using her.
I don't mean like you want a specific name.
Yes.
I just
A corporation or company or
Three.
news.
Just three.
No.
Just 3 names. Yeah. We'll take
I
care of the
I
rest.
don't
Oh,
know. I did,
Remember, we have a private eye on our team here. So
Yeah.
Oh,
You got a little
yeah.
notebook.
We're gonna
she
need
should be able to
names
find
and.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you
I
describe
mean,
them?
if you just simply listen to what she's saying and you take me, I mean, you don't even have to take it out of context, but you can if it makes it easier. But it's like
Mhm.
what she's saying is true and
Yeah.
clear
Sure.
and
Mhm.
needs to be heard.
And I think as a youth, it's so fantastic to have her as a role model for other young people to inform themselves about climate change and to also like see this as a really worthy cause to get behind too
Yeah.
and take it seriously.
And to take it seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing too, is that it gets a little bit blurred when she gets sort of this platform or like kind of like star power or whatever, right? Where people are maybe not hearing the cause, and they're getting it's kind of getting drowned out by the hype of it, but which could be one way that it gets clouded, I guess. But I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's
like
creating awareness,
but it's
either
creating
way.
awareness. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, ultimately, like if as long as the young people are still hearing the message rather than just being like, woo, Greta, like let's get.
I think it probably does inspire a whole round of like current 16, 17-year-olds to start really going
and
serious.
an older
and
demographic
older,
of people to be like,
sure.
holy shit, this 16-year-old is, you know.
See, it's like what we talked about before. I love anyone who's like young and killing it.
Yeah.
It's always like I get like proud of them.
Right.
Because I think of how stupid I was when I was 16.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I wouldn't be doing anything that Greta was doing when I was 16.
Because it's like when people like hit it on Justin Bieber. I didn't care for his music, but I was like, but he's killing it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right. So you don't care what they're doing.
When you hear the numbers of how many people have joined her, like have joined with her, right? It's like it's crazy.
I just,
1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I like the cause. When she first was coming around, I was like, oh, this is sweet.
Yeah.
Young girl, like, cares about the climate. That's good. So do
Nice.
I. And then it just kind of turned into like
16.
Good for her. And then it just kind of turned into now where it's like, I don't know. I could be wrong about this. I don't know how much she's influencing. I just feel like it's everybody on this team already is like, okay, we're going to prop Greta. She's going to be the fuck you to the people who's denying it.
This is kind of what I was saying. Yeah.
And
she's the
turning
figurehead.
And now I'm interested in like, okay,
what's the next step?
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of this.
Instead of
this stuff
hopping on the
works
bandwagon
sometimes.
but
And
now
just,
like what next?
And just being stoked.
Yeah.
Everyone's so
Right,
stoked
right.
and fired up.
That's
and
what I
like
feel like
she's
it is.
making all these waves, but it's like,
Right.
okay, so yeah.
And that's all
But
I
are
mean.
you taking
is
the steps to
Are you
get
washing your
behind-
recycling?
Yeah.
Did you know that
No.
only 9% of Edmonton's, like 9% of Edmonton's
Yeah, I do
recycling
not.
gets recycled?
Yeah.
9%.
Yeah. We
And
don't
it's-
sort
Was
our
Yeah.
Was
garbage
that an
and
old wives'
recycling
tale that
anymore.
we're really good at?
That was
We
like
used
20.
to
That
be-
was
we
like
used
20
to be,
years
but
ago.
we stopped
But
doing
Really?
that.
I
Yeah.
remember
long
it being a
ago.
thing. It was like a
Yeah.
huge
Yeah,
thing when I was
we
a
sorted
kid.
all of our garbage, and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Wait, this
it's
is
like we
insane.
got really good at it 20 years
are we
ago,
doing?
and then it was
What are we
like,
doing?
yeah, sick, we did it, but didn't think about like, okay, no, it's an
Isn't there a
ongoing.
third one coming that we have to do?
Well, what I like, so in like Sherwood Park and stuff, they actually have bins like for everything, which I think makes it a lot easier for people
And that's
to
how
practice.
it is all through BC,
right?
and I'm not sure how it is through East, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
like,
I think we need to make it easier for people to recycle, maybe,
or people just need to like,
or make it more just obvious and part of their daily routine. I guess. I don't
exactly.
know.
Yeah, it's more making it obvious. Like you can't like
all your plastics go in the
anything
yellow
that-
bin. All of your paper goes in the green bin. All
Yeah,
of
because
your-
right now we
used to
don't.
be, right?
Right now
It
we
was
don't
like
have to
a
sort
thing.
anything, right?
Yeah.
Right now we just
well,
put it
we used to
all
all
in
have
one-
blue bins. Yeah.
Yeah,
right now we
blue
just put
bins,
it all in
that's
one
right.
blue bag, right? Or are we supposed to sort?
We're
it?
supposed to. No, we're
Right
supposed
now.
to put it in a blue bag. Yeah.
No, definitely in a blue bag. But are we supposed to sort within our recycling? I don't think so.
I don't
all,
think
all,
so,
all
no.
recyclables go in one. But I know it
Yeah.
like in Victoria, for example, like
They separate everything.
they have to rinse and even I think their returnables like glass goes to one and
Yeah.
cans go to another and. It's really fucking annoying, but like, yeah.
I don't recycle at all.
I know, neither do I.
No. I should.
Wow.
I should though. You guys are inspiring me.
Yeah, intervention.
You just got
I
the
should've went
podcast
that
we
quick.
canceled.
could do
Yeah.
we could do better.
That's how we get
but
canceled.
we definitely save all our cans and bring those in for.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Re-
Maybe they start paying us for recycle, and I'd probably start recycling. Bring it somewhere, and they take it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they give me a nickel. I'll do that.
I think that the public could be better informed about how to recycle a lot of like
Yeah.
random stuff too, like batteries, textiles,
Right.
like you know,
Yeah.
how many like we've seen how many hundreds and thousands of pounds of clothing ends up in landfills every
Yeah.
year. You know,
Side
millions
note,
of
I was thinking that
pounds.
would be a fun like video project for Lawless to do to just like show how to recycle because
Yeah.
it's like people are like, oh, I'm recycling, and they're throwing their like skip the dishes container with like
Yeah.
paneer smeared all over it. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
no, anything that has I forget what the percentage is of food waste that's on the
Yeah.
actual
Can't
material.
get
It can't get
recycled,
recycled,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that contaminates almost the whole bag.
Good point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
it's
know
like
that.
all it is
Why I
like
don't do it.
rinse out your. Oh my god.
I
But,
order
like,
skip the
rinse out
dishes so
your
I don't have to
shit
do dishes. That's the
Or
whole point.
Right. Shit. I mean, skip the dishes in general should have like
Right.
a
Recyclable.
returnable
Oh.
like
or a
Yeah.
policy
System.
about no styrofoam or like
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
or just if you're like you can maybe you buy a reusable container that, I don't know.
They bring it to and from the restaurant for you.
Yeah, maybe I guess that's just called
That's true,
cooking
and
your
they
own
sit
food.
and wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Attach it to a drone that drives there. It's perfect.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, it's coming. Did you work at Socialite when they did when we worked on EWMCE?
I'm not sure. What
It's
is
like
it?
the research center.
I've
for-
always
Oh, yeah,
worked at
yeah.
The
Socialite.
waste
I know what that
management
is,
center?
but yeah.
But they shut it down, like the facility while we're
Is
working
this
on
the
it.
one in Gold Bar or
I don't know. I
it
don't
was
remember.
a
What is
But
it
it's
called?
like
What is it? Yeah.
EWE.
EWMCE. I don't
sounds
know
like a
what it stands
wrestling
for.
league, and I'm
Edmonton,
into it.
Edmonton Waste Center of Excellence, Management Excellence.
Oh,
I think that's what it is.
excellent.
Wow.
Yeah, and because EWMCE or something like that was like the regular place, and then the Excellence one was the research. But yeah, they were doing a project and they just got
Crazy.
defunded and shut it down.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I went and
So I
toured the
stopped
recycling facility. I don't know, in my early 20s, because we keep referring to that. And it was like, yeah, world class. People from around the world were coming to
Yeah.
model it off this, but it has to be evolving always, right? Because
Right.
it's not like, hey, yeah, we invented the light bulb. We're good for the rest of our lives. Like, no, that shit's gonna burn out.
Done
Cool though.
it. You've done it.
Cool.
Let's go back to kerosene.
Was that I thought it was a topic earlier, and I was like, we were
was like,
talking about
was that what
kerosene?
Ian puts
No,
in
I
his
mean
hair?
as a form of fuel. You know, It's
Yeah.
like lights, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does
Yeah.
gas work?
I don't know.
Because we had gas ovens and stoves, and it's like, where's the fumes going? It's just burning it right in front of me. It's in an enclosed
I don't know. Remember
area.
my old apartment though, and it always smelled like gas.
Wasn't yeah?
Really?
Well, there's
That's not good.
hood
Gas
vents
stove,
for
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't understand what's the burning off. Is there any? Is it clean?
No.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I've heard it's not, but I'm like, but I
Probably
lived
not.
with a gas fireplace and it's burning inside.
I'd be taking a really uneducated guess if I did guess.
That's the whole point of this podcast.
Everything we've
Yeah.
said on
Yeah,
this podcast.
everything.
Because oxygen.
That's what it should have been called.
Oxygen is getting sucked into oxygen is flammable, right? So
Right.
I would guess that carbon dioxide might be coming out of I don't know. But like I said, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I heard it makes your hair grow.
All right, we'll try
Maybe
it.
that's
Is
why
it called
everyone got-
photosynthesis?
Yeah. Photosynthesis for 600, Alex.
And Danielle, it's another one wrong. You're at negative 4,500 for the day.
Okay.
This is a record.
I didn't inhale.
Alex has throat cancer. I think it's like
shit.
stage 4. Like he's going to die.
Who?
Alex
Alex
Trebek.
Trebek?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Yeah. That wasn't on the board.
Real downer for 400.
Yeah, was that in the... Didn't know that. It was not on the board.
Okay, I got one last topic. One
Okay.
last topic. What's like your worst favorite thing?
Oh, yeah. I saw
Oh.
this one.
Yeah.
I already
the
know.
thing that you love
Kanye.
that's super shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know it's shitty. You
Real.
absolutely
I
know
thought
it's
about
shitty, but
this
you
a
just
bit, but like
you just like bathe in
ugh.
it.
I
Kanye
don't
West.
know. I think
Vanderpump
everything
Rules?
I like is awesome. So.
Yeah, any form of reality
What's
TV.
yours?
Mine is reality
Oh
television.
yeah, his is
Oh,
a reality
yeah. Oh,
TV.
yeah.
I know.
Vanderpump
love
Rules.
Vanderpump
like,
Rules
yes.
is
I don't
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
Vanderpump, I didn't get into
It's
it.
so good.
I was, I think, too
So
hungover
bad,
when we
bad,
watched the
good.
whole season. I was too hungover to exist. And
We
I
put
was-
toothpicks in your eyes. Come on.
Actually,
you were there.
I would probably say like Forensic Files. I love really cheesy
That's where you get your private
true
eye knowledge.
crime. And then
Yeah.
they seemed like they had the
Yeah.
perfect marriage. That's how they always
You were like,
start.
shit. I know what's going to happen.
The husband seemed shifty. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no
Sherlock,
shit. Yeah.
Obviously. Okay.
It's a dead body.
True crime, but that's not like,
Yeah, is it?
That's not real
that-
shit.
that's
is
not
it
real
real?
No.
shitty.
No.
Like something
damn,
you're
I'm awesome.
embarrassed about.
I'm killing it.
Even reality TV, there's too many people that like reality TV for it to be.
But there's different like
I like
segments
shit ones
of
though, too. Like
Like
I
what,
like
Jersey
shit
Shore?
ones.
I've
Jersey
heard-
Shore's
Oh, Jersey
great.
Shore.
That's
I've
great.
heard Love Island is awesome. I really want to watch that
Jersey
one.
Shore.
I watched
great.
the whole season of Love Island.
I heard it's really
too
good.
much.
I heard it's
I know.
awesome.
It's too much.
What's out on every day? 5 days a week.
Oh my God.
It's
Oh,
on-
really?
It's on every day.
That's like Big Brother style. Yeah.
Yeah, so I watched one season of Big Brother and I got out because I was like, I'm gonna watch
Oh,
it.
I love
I'm gonna
Big
watch
Brother.
the live stream.
I was into it.
Even when you
for a
lived with
while,
Malcolm,
yeah.
you weren't.
American.
I watched
only.
one
Yeah.
season.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then they started
We
watching it and I was
actually,
like, I got it.
They
Caitlin
were
and I
so
worked
tap out.
with a dude that was on the first Canadian Big Brother.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
really?
that's
Yeah,
right.
he was the second one.
What was his name?
Tom Plant.
I don't know.
That's an awful name. but
Shout
yeah.
out Tom
One season
Plant.
of Big
Shout out
Brother
Tom
Canada.
Shout out
Plant.
Public
He was
House.
a plant.
Yeah. Anti shout out Tom Plant.
Edit that out.
He's definitely not
Yeah.
listening to this. For sure.
When I watch reality television, I'm so glad when it ends the season because I'm like, it's like an addiction. Like I can't stop watching
know.
it, and I'm
That's
like,
a real
oh
problem
Jesus
for you.
Christ, thank God it's over.
That you can get back.
I'm out,
Yeah,
and then
you
I'm
get
like,
back
and
to
then I'm like, the
regular
next
life.
hour, I'm like,
Jesus
what else is on though? What else is on? Let me check it out.
I can't think of
Oh my
something that's
God.
like
I watch
super
almost
shitty.
one a day.
I really liked what was that one?
Survivor's on tonight. Shout out Survivor.
Oh, you and
I
your
like Shark Tank.
Survivor.
Shark Tank.
Oh, that Shark Tank's awesome.
I watch
love
clips
Shark
every
Tank.
once in a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
You know which one I always remember is the farmer. The farmer who has
With
those
the little teepees?
little teepees.
Oh man,
And he starts crying and it's
What,
like,
his
oh,
dad
what
gets
a,
me every
what a
time.
G. I love him.
If you want to
everyone else
cry,
loves him.
watch the motherfucking Voice. Whew.
I've seen The
Uh,
Voice.
I just I
what's the
can't.
new one? Masked Singer? What's that new one?
I'm not sure, but it's
Oh.
maybe same premise where
I think
it's
it's
like
the same thing. Yeah.
I just can't handle when we were talking about this the other day, like just the overwhelming pride that you feel for strangers.
I
which
easily
then
cry
makes you
when I
cry.
feel proud of people I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, like
Oh, I-
full on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't watch a musical without being proud that this person is like just
Hitting the
having
notes,
just
yeah.
hitting the notes and like how happy they are in their
Yeah.
career to even get to be doing this role and
Do
just
you
work
love like
so
America's
hard.
Got
Weeping,
Talent
yeah.
kind of stuff?
yeah. What's that?
Like America's Got Talent stuff like that?
I probably do love it, but I try to limit.
Right.
But I did just binge The Voice and wept.
See, I never
through
got
the
into
whole
those
thing.
shows.
I'm not into
Those are
like
reality television.
singing.
Yeah. I like just the drama.
Yeah.
So like I like
when
watching.
stupid people in a house.
Yeah. Stupid people in the house. That's the one. Coming
Yeah.
to TVs.
That's making you
near
cry for a different
Stupid
reason.
people in the house. I love Real World and
Yeah.
Survivor. Those are my two major ones. And then
Real World was the
You like the
original, was it
challenge?
not? No, Big Brother was the original.
No, I
The
think
Real
Real
World
World
started
Real
in
World
the
first.
late 80s, early 90s
Yeah,
because
Real
they
World was
had that
first.
guy that
Yeah, had AIDS.
had AIDS
Yeah.
that revealed it to his like
And they-
house members.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
halfway
On the-
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it started a thing where they always had one gay person.
Yeah.
Always.
It was
That's
actually a
true.
very like significant moment in terms
Yeah.
of like
Pretty progressive.
very progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I read about that, it actually made a huge difference for HIV and like knowledge of HIV in U.S.
Probably.
Well, and
Yeah.
like stopping people from being, I don't know, or prejudice towards people that had
Yeah.
were HIV positive or yeah.
Well, because they were living
yeah.
in a house together, and people were worried how you could get it, and people
Yeah.
weren't really educated on how you
Yeah.
can get it.
Yeah.
Like there were people who wouldn't play with Magic Johnson because they were worried they'd get HIV,
Yeah.
right?
That's crazy.
like they're worried
So,
about having
yeah.
gay sex with them, and
Yeah, it's like you know how this works,
Oh.
right?
Slippery
Yeah.
slope.
we've talked about this.
Yeah, we'll
Just
cut
went
that
for the
out.
three-pointer.
cut that
and-
one out. Just bleep that one out.
Leave it in. Let's
Well, I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
There's no more
Are you
topics.
sure you don't
No.
want to revisit hair one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we
Of
done with
course
this?
I do, but I don't think the viewers.
We're gonna do a
like-
detailed breakdown of Ian's
Yeah,
regime in the
We'll
in
pop
the
up the
comments.
before
You don't want to do
and
Canadian
after.
election? Keep it.
Oh yeah,
we
last-
gotta keep.
that
We
was
have
last
to have
time.
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah, come on. We got 10 minutes.
Yeah, Caitlin, what's your take on the Canadian election? Because you're like no politics.
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
it happens.
Something wrong
Yeah.
with it.
Then
It
I watched
happened.
The Voice. No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, it's kind of like underwhelming, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, I feel like mildly safe zone. It's like okay,
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
minorities
yeah.
a good
yeah,
middle
yeah,
thing to
have. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I admittedly hadn't really followed anything of Sheer. I just knew.
Yeah, yeah.
Arguably, this election was about nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Mm,
but
fair
when I
enough.
finally started watch, oh wait, what was the line? I'm not administered to talk
Yeah.
about the policies
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's our
No,
policy that
There's
we don't
all-
talk about people we may or may not have received or given funding to.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just in the last few weeks started like I'm like, oh, okay, I need something to cringe over. Let's like watch some sheer
Yeah.
Right.
Sheer.
some sheer. Yeah, exactly. I sheared myself. No, and he's just a dud. I mean, this is
Yeah.
obviously on repeat, I'm sure, from people
Yeah.
that share our view. But like, the guy can't even talk. He's so
Yeah.
flat,
Yeah.
and he just
Yeah.
like he needs a little like Red Bull or something. He needs a
Yeah,
Ritalin
yeah.
and some nicotine.
Some
Oh,
Let's
that's
Ritz
awful.
for sure.
go. Yeah.
So awful.
He's
I feel
so
like Trudeau tried to give
boring.
this election away, and if you couldn't beat him,
Yeah, there's
it's pretty
there's
bad.
this
Yeah.
line that they're
Like, it's
calling.
really bad.
I saw somebody calling him the Canadian John Kerry because it's like how did you
Yeah.
not beat because John Kerry was against Bush the second
Yeah.
time.
I was
Right.
gonna
It's
say
like-
that's a slight to John Kerry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But Trudeau has energy. He has like color in his skin. He seems
Literally.
like literally. No, he seems alive. And Cher is just.
It's still up for
Oh,
debate
Jesus,
whether
no,
it's
I mean-
natural or artificial.
No, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not. Oh fuck! Edit it out. Can we not talk about politics?
Steven, cut that
There's
out.
a good
No,
Beaverton.
but you know what I mean. Like he's like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
seems alive, is
Yeah.
what I meant.
No, yeah,
but,
she was boring.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but
There was a good Beaverton.
They're
where
all
it's like, so
assholes,
it's like
but-
white, white mediocre men everywhere are going to be inspired to blackface now.
Oh fuck!
That's a green light if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Hit the gas.
How red is my
Nailed this
face?
election. They had some really good lines.
Who did?
Beaverton.
The Beaverton,
Oh.
Yeah, Beaverton's like our onion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there was a Canada elects Trudeau with a resounding, I guess maybe.
I feel
Yeah.
like the
I'm
minority
so
thing is probably the
mortified
best
right
thing we could ask for anyway.
How red is my face?
That's gonna be a good clip.
Oh,
Oh,
my
that's so
God.
great.
I meant to say like he's alive.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just like you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
just literally seems like a
Yeah.
dead fish on the shore. But
It's pretty awful.
Yeah,
Didn't have
it
much.
was anticlimactic. I would have preferred NDP to have a little more
yeah,
seats.
The Bloc
so that-
Quebecois
well,
made a
obviously, but
Yeah.
insurance.
They what?
They had like 31 seats, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the same percentage of votes as the Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 31 seats.
But
What, Green
31
get
seats.
3? How
What's
many
that?
Green get? Green get 3 seats?
Yeah.
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 Oof.
All right.
what do you think?
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Oh no, I said it. I wish the NP got a little more, but
Yeah.
I'm relatively happy with it.
I feel like a
prefer-
minority
Could have been way
prefer-
worse.
Yeah, I prefer a minority
worse,
for
yeah.
sure.
I wouldn't want a majority either way. I'm glad the minority.
Yeah.
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 I feel like they all have to come to a table now, and deal with each other.
Well, not really, because they can kind of like go towards Bloc Quebecois.
That's what
or
scares
they
me
go
a
to
little
NDP. They have options.
I feel
right?
like the Bloc Quebecois thing's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus Bloc Quebecois doesn't want a new election
Right.
because they did really well.
Yeah.
NDP is probably tapped out
Right.
financially, so
Yeah.
they're not gonna the one election.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it's like the best case scenario for Liberals if they didn't get a majority.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, probably.
All right.
Oh, fair enough. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Or will we?
Any sponsors? Anybody want to shout
Or
out a
will
sponsor?
we?
Yeah, you guys want to
Future
shout out some
sponsors?
sponsors?
I
Pilsner.
What do you guys got going on in your lives?
What type of jewels? Yeah.
It's a hot one move. What do you guys got going on in your lives?
If
Anything
we
you
don't
want
have
to plug?
a Juul sponsorship after this,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Oh.
what's
Yeah.
happening yet.
Mint only, please.
You guys can pull off early 20s. Jewel sponsor.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't
Thank
have to
you.
give it to
I got
anyone else.
ID'd while I bought Jules today.
Oh, did you?
There you go.
Oh.
Perfect.
34
There we go. We got that Jewel sponsor on the way.
All right.
Sweet.
Thanks, buds.
Thank you.
Thanks, buds.